Do this to build this shed for them. So I asked a few people have mentioned.
Hey, I've been walking through the hallways. Nice shirt. I'm like,
where the classes take place. Right now we're building this shed, so it's kind of in the way right now. But usually it's a big open area, which allows everyone to do tasks such as framing walls, stuff like that. Inside these cubbies here, we work on some exterior finish as well as interior finish. So this will get all drywalled and finished, as well as hanging doors. So as we could see in this area here, this stud would come out, and this would allow us to hang some doors, interior doors. So this is where we have all the bigger machinery, our table saws, planers, stuff like that. We have band saws, pretty well everything you need to do some mill work.
That's cool.
So classes on this side, it's usually around 15 people. They try to keep it around 15 because
15 people.
you want to really have hands-on, because this is a side where it's a little more dangerous, right? There's more potential to hurt yourself. For me, you can't go wrong with this course, because if you're going to own a house, you have to pay someone to come fix your drywall, pay someone to come put it in the door. And the price of construction nowadays, it's pretty pricey. You get someone to come in, we're talking thousands, it's not hundreds anymore. So to be able to have those skills, it's great. It's great.
What do you say about the international students' quality in compared to like the general?
very good. Attention to detail. I hire a lot of international students.
Yeah.
A lot of them they like to do it because they get to learn more stuff behind the scenes and extra curriculum, basically.
Yes.
Which is, this is why I like everyone like that, because they're very eager to learn. And a lot of times I find with international is we get a lot of people that are already educated, but then they come to Canada and a lot of their paperwork doesn't mean anything.
Right.
So they have to recertify. And I can see it because you can tell the determination of they want to learn, and it almost like, whether or not their plan is to stay in the country or not, I don't know. But you can see they're working towards something.
Yes.
This thing I like about this particular course, you can kind of come in with nothing and we will help you. But you can also come in with lots of stuff and we'll help refine you. Okay? I'm actually a graduate of this course. I took this course
At Niagara College.
Yeah, the pilot year, so 2004, 2005. Instructors were actual tradespeople that became instructors, not a
Not
teacher
the other
that
way
learned.
around. Yeah.
So they all had world experience, businesses, managing, supervising, plus all the different tips and tricks, right? Shortcuts and whatever.
Yes.
So that's what really drove me to say, yeah, I know a lot of stuff, but now I really know the proper steps, the proper way. And then I did my own business for 5 years, and then I went to school again to become a licensed carpenter. So I'm a Red Seal general carpenter. 7 years later, I'm back in here, and now I've been with this company for 13 years. So,
Wow.
yeah, I came back, yes, the wage is good, but for me it was more about the experience I had, because it really helped me figure out what I wanted to do and made me job ready in an interview.
Do students have to buy their equipment here?
So the only thing we encourage is your boots, sizing, and the comforter. I supply the glasses. I give you a whole kit of stuff. The only thing we don't supply as well is a hammer. We have some here you can use, but because the hammer has different weight, so I like to swing a heavier hammer. You might swing a different hammer. Same with shoes. You might like a certain style or comfort. That's why those things. But everything else we have for you. Yeah, everything else we have for you. We give you hard hat, we give you measuring tape, the pouch, all the little hand tools, and then the saws and everything, the big equipment, we provide. Okay.
How many female students in your program?
It's grown a lot. I would say probably now 15-20%. 20 students, I would say probably 3 or 4 are going to be female. Some of my best students are female. Yeah, some of our highest marking students are all female. Yeah, term 1. So this is really new, and so the people don't have all the experience. So we don't want to just put them there, because then they can get hurt, right?
Yeah.
So we start them with various small things, build their confidence, and we do measuring tapes, hand stuff, and then we go power tools after. Try to make it as real scenario as like real life, but still with a training
Right.
Aspect. So
Right.
sometimes if people are undecided on what to take,
Yes.
like you can take any course. It doesn't mean that you're going to use it.
Yeah.
But with this course, even if you took our 1-year techniques course, they're life skills that you will learn forever. So I always encourage somebody, if you're not sure what to take, and you don't want to rush into college, maybe take a 1-year techniques course, because one day you will fix a door, you will paint,
Yeah.
you will do trim, you will change a
Right.
window. It doesn't go bad. It's good
Yeah.
information, right? So, hands-on is not for everyone, but I still encourage, it's just good to know and understand.
Hello， 大家好，我是 Hello Study 的 Ellen。这位呢，在我旁边的是我们的学生，
我叫 William，
这
我来
位
自香港，
香港的同学，
对，在这边读的是木工装修的，
1月开始在 Niagara College 念木工的科系，
在香港有做过类似板模的工作，读了大概4个月吧，
4个月就是1个学期。
对，
那你目前感觉 Niagara College 对你来说有什么心得或者是感受？
我在这边感觉还不错，就是因为我是冬天来的，所以就比较辛苦，因为
下雪，
对，下雪，然后开车或者是很冷，就开车要比较小心。还有就是天气很冷，就是来的时候比较不太适应。也很好。
所以你即将下礼拜就要开始第2学期了。
对，
所以我觉得季节好，你学习起来一定会更快乐
开心一、点
更开心一点。好啊，那你在 Niagara College 的木工科系有没有好玩的课程啊，或者是老师的教学风格或方式是怎么样呢？
我觉得这边每一个老师都非常的好，因为他们就是很 nice， 而且他们很用心的教，然后在这边还有那些同学大家就是比较玩得开，
会几个人一起做 project， 就是做
大概
不同的
2-3个吧
，2-3个人一起做，
2-3个一组，上课也是一半，然后上那个实验室就是那个 lecture 那个 lab 也是一半。
所以你们会有坐在教室的上课，也会有在 shop 工作坊的实作的练习。
对。
那你目前经过了1个学期，你做了什么？你做了什么成品吗？
很多不同的，不过他没有给我们，因为是比较大型的。
太大了。
对。
好。
然后有做那个幕墙，还有就是混凝土的一个框架吧，还有就是一个箱子。那个箱子就是3个人一起做的。你
觉得在 Niagara College 你有没有什么特别有趣，或者是你觉得印象深刻，想跟大家分享？
开车的时候，这边开的比较快，
这边人比较少一点。
对，如果你开得太慢的话，他们就会闪灯。因为我在香港住的房子就比较小，然后来这边住的房子比较大，所以就是比较自由一点吧。就本来我是住宿舍的，然后我朋友就跟我说，在这边周围是可以租那个 share house 比较便宜，因为他宿舍1个月大概1000块，然后 share house 是可能500块、400块就有。
那真的很便宜耶，如果要跟大城市比起来的话。对，便宜很多很多。
因为这里去那个 city，是要1个半小时。
对啊，
就开车最快。
对。
然后去机场也要1个小时，所以这边房子比较便宜，还有油价也比较便宜。他这边好像有，就是国际学生的话，是有2000块补贴可以拿到的。
真的吗？是学校给的？
学校可以申请的。
那你有申请到吗？
我有。
With information that sometimes is different than what reality is. And sometimes they come and when they come here, we call them international student services team. So we are a one-stop shop to support our international students. So if your students have questions and need help, I don't want them coming to you after you send them to, hey, please help me, Tony, help me, come on. No, it's like, students, don't worry. Did you go to the international office? So any changes to the academic plans, we already are analyzing impacts on their immigration status. So if they can't drop a course, if they change their work permit eligibility, if they will be eligible for postgrad work permit and all of that, right? I myself am an immigration expert. So here in our teams, we have 10 RCIAs and RCICs. That's the biggest number, the largest number in Ontario for immigration experts in one public institution. Right? And we do everything to support your students. Not only that, we have our international student accounts team under international. So if your students need help, they're not able to meet a payment deadline for any reason, or they had an emergency back home where their parents could not send money, they need to talk to someone, send them here, and we will help them with that. Okay? So you know that many students around not only Ontario but Canada are finding struggles like finding housing, correct? Yes. So we see that outside Niagara because we have a dedicated housing team, and in fact, many colleges and universities call us to learn what we do because our service model, as I said, is very different from ours, right? So if your student is coming to Canada already, you can put them in contact many months before they arrive, and we'll support them with housing, either on campus, off campus, and for all price ranges as well, right? We also have housing, as I said, engagement and social activities. So not only we connect them amongst peers, so they make friends and the sense of belonging, right? But we also connect them with the community to allow them volunteer experiences and support, because you know that for our students to be successful in Canada, they need to have what we all call networking. Who are we if we don't know people, right?
These one experts. So I'm pleased to keep. If it's a brand new Ford SUV or if it's a old Buick, right? Students need to learn from their motor, Niagara, Mazda, or they donate us cars every year. But
take no suspension problems. Car comes in and it's shaking or it's not steering properly. We teach all that, how to diagnose them, how to repair them. We have state-of-the-art alignment machines, which we teach the students how to use so we can get that car driving straight down the road. John Johnson's our teacher in this course, and he's kind of he's made it a hybrid program. So instead of being in the classroom teaching theory, he does all the teaching in here. So this here is our new EV lab that we just got built about 5 years ago. So this lab is all about alternate fuel vehicles, whether it's electric, hybrid, hydrogen cell, diesel engines. So we teach all about that in this room here. Consists of 16 students per lab. So in the theory class, we may teach them all together in an auditorium, but when it comes to the labs, we break them down into small groups so we can, work with them one-on-one so that they're understanding our what we're trying to accomplish. So our program is a co-op program. The students will come to school for 2 semesters, then they'll go work for a semester paid, then they'll come back and finish off. With our diploma, you also get all 3 levels of your apprenticeship schooling. So which that means when they do go get a job, when the students go get a job, they don't have to come back to school once they've gone through our program. They just have to get their booklet filled out, their practical booklet. Once that's filled out, then they can go right for their license, and then they're technicians. Okay.
Okay, so this is where they learn fiber optic. Again, fiber optic is not only about the internet and communications, what lots of people don't. We are the only program in Canada at college level that does this. University levels are a few more programs, usually part of engineering physics, but we are the only one at college level that does this. Like the combination of things that we do, and only that room it makes us unique. Operate this machine. If you wonder what do they do there, they move it. Sorry, I had people coming and talking to them about this, and I think I moved it. Technology is like application of lasers in a way that they use lasers to cut, to weld, to engrave. This is. Okay, so this is where they learn fiber optic. Again, fiber optic is not only about the internet and communications, what lots of people don't know. Big vacuum systems, and after they deposit their thin films, they can go and test it with those spectrometers. Sorry for the
very beginning. I'm going to take that up for Niagara Day this year. So we, again, on location at an arena, built this exact replica space with all the cameras. Our students also learn the roles, but they learn how to connect things, and that's really important for troubleshooting. So you actually learn how to connect it, which is very different from a troubleshooting standpoint down the road, and their aptitude and how things work. So
they color it, they style it. Right. They can add like extra pieces to it.
是Niagara College 的发廊，他们其实有美发的科系，所以会让学生在这边发廊就是当做实习，然后或者是 co-op turn 的工作。然后其实这个校内的发廊也会比外面的发廊便宜很多很多。现在适应了吗？现在春天了，要夏天了。
对，
现在天气，我们现在的外面天气非常好，等一下带大家出去看看。